We're going in 30 seconds.
Donnie here. Thanks for joining us. How many people are you? Ah, the single-player experience. Why not? Go ahead and typo in your name.
Yeah, you don't know flaking until
Perfect.
Okay, guys, let's get ready.
Vroom, vroom. I'm a car. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Why is there a kid back here?
I'm gonna go with broken condom.
10 seconds.
Catch you on the flap side.
And go spring check.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
7 WEOB, The Asylum.
This is Cookie Masterson, and I bet you think it's funny to be playing episode 69, don't you? Yeah. It's just the two of us. Please don't kill me. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Just Hair Superstore. We'll supply you with real human hair without asking any embarrassing personal questions.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. And we're off. To get started, just biding his time. Imagine what it must have been like when Barack Obama and his family first walked into the White House. That very first day must have been something. If the United States #2 man, Vice President Joe Biden, had decided to go #2 in every bathroom in the White House, what would the Obamas have had to do to clear the air? Open 47 There are 35 bathrooms in the White House, so they would have had to wave 35 matches to air the place out. But you know, Biden seems like a real meat and potatoes kind of guy. Probably be more like 60 matches. Coming up, this book needs more electrolytes, which means it's time for this or that. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a Dean Koontz novel or a Gatorade flavor. If it's a Dean Koontz novel, press 1. If it's a Gatorade flavor, press 2. Get one right and you'll get a refreshing $300. Get one wrong and you'll experience the horror that is losing 300 bones. And you've only got 30 seconds. All right, let's get started. Glacier, Winter Moon, Cool Blue, Cold Fight, Riptide Rush, Night Shift, Icebound. You did it, and you didn't even break a neon liquid sweat. And if you add up the amount of Gatorade flavors with the number of Dean Koontz novels, you get... Let me just add this up on my calculator here. Ah, well, it appears the number is infinity. Take a good look at Saturday Night Life. Which of these modern-era SNL cast members wasn't alive the Saturday night that Saturday Night Live first debuted? Seth Meyers, Kristen Wiig, Bill... The correct answer is... Bill Hader was born in 1978, 3 years after SNL's 1975 premiere. There are a couple other cast members who are younger than the show, but I can never remember their names. Girl who never gets in any scene, other girl who pretty much never gets in any scenes, and guy who mostly just raps. Not unless Wiig is the only actress in history to lie about her age in the opposite direction. And speaking of wigs, you've just won a bag of hair from the Just Hair Superstore. Use it to make a wig, stuff a disgusting pillow, or just as a conversation starter. A bag of hair. This wrong answer of the game is worth $4,000. Congratulations. And now, even celebrities get tics. If the staff from TMZ were actual parasites, what wouldn't you see on their show? A tapeworm gossiping about Heidi Montag? A botfly chatting with Kim Kardashian? Red worms are a type of earthworm and therefore do not rely on a host for survival. How many times do I have to accidentally leak bikini pictures of myself to get some press? At this rate, I will never have a VH1 celeb-reality show.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
I call this one. I refuse to believe that children are our future.
Look at me, I'm Toby. I'm on the show. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, whose kid is this?
Yeah, we haven't been able to figure that out.
Hey kid, you had a good time hanging out here?
Yeah, I had a candy bar with nuts in it. Then I ran around and around and around. And I drew on the cue cards. I had 2 sodas, and I hopped like this, and I hopped like this. And then I licked all the cameras. And I had 2 more candy bars with nuts in it, and I fought all the monsters. And I flew up and I started shooting everybody. Pew, pew, pew. And everybody said, "Yay, Toby!" And then they gave me another soda and karate chop. I kill you with my karate chop.
Holy crap. What kind of candy bars might Toby have eaten? Butterfingers, Milky Ways, Wonka bars. Yeah, Toby said he ate 3 candy bars with nuts in them. And the Baby Ruth is the only candy bar here with nuts.
I'm starting to feel kind of tired.
Yeah, you're crashing from having all that sugar.
I'm gonna lie down right here.
You know, I'm not a big fan of kids, but he's kind of adorable.
Cookie?
Yes, Toby?
What's a 69?
Somebody get this kid out of here! That'll bring an end to our first round. And you're sitting pretty for someone so ugly. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. Okay, we're bringing it on. Open wide for Tag You're Vaporized. Prior to the construction of the first laser in 1960, which of the following competitive tag games might you have found physicists playing on a Saturday afternoon? Fiber optic tag, LED tag, microwave radiation tag. The existence of the microwave, known as the predecessor of the laser, was first demonstrated by Heinrich Hertz in 1886. Microwave radiation tag was kind of like flag football, but instead of ripping off a flag, you'd irradiate your opponent and then rip off a limb.
Question 7.
Let's try Don't Eat the Yellow Flowers. Which flower is not yellow like its name suggests? Sunflower, cornflower, buttercup, or cornflowers aren't yellow like yellow corn. They're purplish bluish, like that corn they use to make those freakish blue corn chips. Likewise, these corns on my feet aren't yellow either. Well, they started out that way, but as they developed more infected pus, they've turned more of a sea green.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Take a stab at kitty conversations. Last night I was talking to my cats when the phone rang and somebody said, "Sorry, wrong number." Billy!
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me. So, do you want to tell a joke? Anything's better than listening to you, you moron. Just tell the joke. Hey, Cookie, what kind of bees produce milk? I don't know, Billy. What kind of bees produce milk? Deedies, dadies, doodies. The kind of bees that produce milk are duties. Billy, that's disgusting. Nady to you, you loser. Billy, you really need to clean up your act. Great, let's start with you taking a shower. You smell like a wet nusscocks. All right, back in the box. No, wait, I can't breathe in there.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me,
How about Conquistador Air? What do Nicolas Cage and Don Quixote have in common? They both have a home in La Mancha. They both were... Nick Cage was born as Nicholas Coppola, and Don Quixote was born as Alonso Quijano. Yeah, Nick didn't want to have the last name Coppola tarnish his career as a respected artist.
hold me, never let me go. And my dreaming question.
Why not try the long and winding chode? So, you know how the person who performs Jewish circumcisions is called a moil? Well, now you do. Anyway, if over the course of his career a moil manages to collect 80 foreskins, what retirement gift to himself could he make from them? An 8 foreskin... 80 means 4 times 20, or 80 foreskins. And of course, when the moil rubs his leather jacket, it grows into a leather jumpsuit. Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. You are my evil minions. Thoughtlessly obey and complete this jack attack. Good luck. That's the game! Wow, okay, I guess that deserves some praise. A toast. May your meteoric rise be followed by an equally stunning and powerful downfall filled with pain and agony and defeat. Hear, hear.
You don't know Jack!
That's a wrap. Donnie, what's happening?
Just give me the single if you want to proceed with continuation.
Heya, heya, heya. Do you ever feel like your fishy friends get the raw end of every deal? When the chihuahuas are carried around in their Louis Vuitton purses and the labradoodles are on long walks in their fur trim vests, your Goldie fish is left in its bowl, naked. So come shop at Fashion Fiestas. We are the country's leading provider of designer fish apparel and accessories. Hats, shoes, glasses, pants, underwater styles that'll make your fish look fantastic. Right, Goldie? Come to Fashion Fiestas.
Ow!
What's wrong, baby?
Your bee-beard. It's too unruly. I don't love you anymore.
No! What do I do?
Biz, get a Buzzkill beard trimmer, bozo.
Huh?
Biz, get the Buzzkill beard trimmer and shave or trim your bee beard for the utmost comfort for you and your lady. You can have bee mutton chops, a bee handlebar mustache, or a bee soul patch.
Hey, your bee-beard looks great. I love you again.
Thanks, Buzzkill.
Who makes you look sharp without the sting? Buzz does.
Also available, Hive Diver Bikini Wax.